Golly, that's good. I cracked myself up. I still haven't found my first Blanton's. That's different. I really like that. They're like together, like peas and carrots. That's funny. Sometimes accidents are good things. Peychauds or Peychauds or Peychaud. This is not what I expected. Hey, how's it going? Bourbcast night, and it's time to get underway. 7 o'clock. Let's go. Let's get drinking. Tonight, the Knob Creek 12. And I hope I can get this off because it looks like the... Yeah, I'll be able to do fine. It looked like it was already broken. It is already broken, but we can get around it. We can do it. It'll be all right. Me no likey this. Okay, all right. All right, well, so this is no different than the rest of the Knob Creeks that we've tried, other than... I didn't get all the wax off. Other than it's been aged for 12 years. Same mash bill, 75% corn, and 15% rye, 10% malted barley. The guy that works at... Oh my goodness, this has been... Oh, come on. That just does not want to come off of there. Oh, Justin's watching. Hey, Justin. Oh, my gosh. Oh, broke the cap. This is what happens when you let it sit too long, I guess. I don't know. Now I got to get pliers to get that thing out of there. Give me a minute. It's no lie. This one's been sitting for a while. Oh. I didn't expect that to break, though. So I brought a corkscrew just in case I have to go down through this plastic. But I'm going to see if I can get it off with pliers. Yeah, there we go. There, good as new. The struggle is real, Justin. You're right. Oh, my goodness. Whew. If you don't have these things, I'm telling you, this is called Robo Grip. It's Craftsman. I love these things. These are like, this is like my favorite tool. I don't have a lot of tools. All right, let's get into this. Once again, so this is Knob Creek. That gentleman who is watching the YouTube channel, told me that everything that Knob Creek does in their bourbon line is the same mash bill. Everything they do in their rye is the same mash bill. I'm seeing some rumblings that there might be a new release of something this year or early next year. I glanced at it. I didn't read it, but it looked like there might be, like there's a trend towards like just corn and rye, or just the single malt and a rye, or just, you know, a couple different combinations and not the entire mash bill that you would normally have that makes it a bourbon. So I'm just seeing rumblings. I don't remember exactly what it was because, again, I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention to it, and I was in the middle of something else at the time, but I saw it. So you might be looking, hey, Michael, you might be looking for another Knob Creek to come out sometime this year. It's not going to be like you've seen before, the 15 and the 18. It's something different, I think. So just keep an eye on that. All right, Coachella Valley Mike checking in. We're doing 72, 73 degrees pretty consistently right now. So California, curious. Out in the Coachella Valley, how you're doing out there, and I don't know why I'm always fascinated by the weather in California. I'm just always curious what it is, because, you know, it's always sunny in California. So, all right. Okay, let's get into this. The Knob Creek, whoops, got a little bit of a spill. Get out the whoopee. Half the whoopee, the other whoopee fell apart. All right. Did you watch Mr. Mom? Did you? Huh? Did you? All right, so Knob Creek 12. Once again, this mash bill is 75% corn, 15% rye, 10% malted barley. He's saying high in the 90s today, cooling next week into the 70s. Woot, woot. That'll be nice. That'll be nice to have it cool out there. Of course, all the people on the beach are going to be wearing winter coats. I have a thought. There are no women in California. Nope. All you have is walking, talking works of art. Women in California, some of those beautiful women in the world. That's why they sing songs about it. That's why the Beach Boys, California girls. All right, so. This nose there's a lot going on in it. A lot of good. So there's a little bit of an earthiness, a mustiness, believe it or not, a little bit of a leatheriness to it. It's oaky. But boy, oh boy, oh boy. Compared to everything else that we've tried in the Knob Creek line, this nose is definitely more complex. I'm surprised at how the earthiness is kind of taken over. I'm getting those great cinnamons. I'm getting a little bit of honey. But definitely some raisin. Definitely some leather. Oak. I'm surprised. I am surprised. Larry's watching. Hey, Larry. How are you? You missed my struggles. I couldn't get the stupid cork out. This bottle's been sitting upstairs, probably 2 years. And in getting the cork off, I actually broke it off. So I don't know, have to super glue that back together or something so I can use it. Or just not put it all the way down, you know. So I'm really struggling with whether or not I'm going to do ice tonight. Because you get a pour like this and you generally don't add ice to it. I did make ice. I didn't get it out of the freezer. I've got a used ice sphere if I decide to do it. Because I'm just not sure if I want to. Let's get into it and we'll find out whether or not I want to. Something right on the front of it. If you didn't know better, you'd think it was like almost dusty. But it's something else. Bill's watching. Hey, Bill. All right, here we go. That extra 3 years in the barrel, from the 9 year that's the normal small batch to this one, is significant. The oak on this, I got it on the nose and I'm getting it on the palate. The oak on this is a lot stronger. It's still spicy. I didn't even check the proof on this one. 100 proof, just like the 9 year. It's 100 proof. The only difference is time in the barrel. If I could have time in a barrel. I won't keep going. That's as far as my creativity goes tonight. And the spirit of that artist, time in a bottle. Jim Croce, spirit of Jim Croce, he's rolling over. He's probably saying, "Hey, thank you. I'm glad you still remember my music. Thank you for killing it." But Jim Croce, don't mess around with Jim. Guess I'll have to say I love you in a song. Great stuff, Jim Croce. Don't mess around with Jim. I was thinking about the other one. You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit into the wind. You don't pull the mask off the Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim. Do 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 do. Talking about himself. He was not a badass. All right, I'm sorry, I'm digressing. I should be drinking. some nice orange peel in that. Not that orange, not citrus, but orange peel. It's almost like a unsweetened old fashioned in a glass. It's just got something about it that with the honey and the orange rind that's there. The caramels aren't really hitting me too much. Caramels, if you have a degree. Yeah, I'm not getting that. I'm getting the oak, and I'm getting some cinnamon, just like on the nose, a little raisin. But you know, if I had to, I don't know if I can even find it. I don't know if I might have drank it. Let's see. This is the cask strength rye that we tried. This is the old label of that same thing. This is a 9-year. That's the old label that I'm not opening. It doesn't have the age statement on it. This is the 15. I'm not opening that. Twice barreled rye. We've already done that one. That has wax breaking off in my hands. That's the old label, the single barrel reserve, and the smoked maple. Yeah, I don't have any more of the regular 9-year. I'd put it back to back, but the 9-year. What's nice about the 9-year is it does have a tendency to be spicy compared to other 100 proof 9-years. And this doesn't have that same spice note to it. Instead, it has much more of an earthy oak note. That 3 years that it spent extra in the barrel really influenced this a lot. And a lot of times you get something that's in there an extra 3 years and it doesn't do that, but this one is doing it. It's very heavily influenced by that barrel for the extra 3 years. I don't know the char on the barrel, but after that long, you'd think that the difference between 9 and 12 wouldn't be that much different. It is. And the thing I like about this one, we have tried the 15 on the show, and I believe I tried the 18 too. But the thing about this one is it maintains its spiciness, and that's why I like the Knob Creek 12. I think of all of them, I like it the best, just because it stays spicy. It doesn't mellow out too much. The 15 and the 18 kind of mellowed out a little bit. The 12 stays a little bit punchy, and that's one of the things I like about this. It did smooth out some over the 9. The 9 is a little bit spicier yet, but this 12-year is still got a little punch to it, and just the depth of that oak and the depth of those extra colors. There is some caramel there. There's some there. It's just sedate. You got to find it. I got something floating in there. I don't like that. I don't know if it couldn't have come off the cork. It might be some of that wax. I don't know. Maybe I don't have something floating in it. Maybe it was just an optical delusion. I don't know. I don't care at this point. I'm going to drink it. Actually, I think what I'm going to do, I've kind of given you my flavor profile on this. We're just going to add a little bit to it. I don't want to go crazy with this bottle. It's one of my favorites, so I'd kind of like it to last for a while. So we're just going to add a little bit more. And it's already mellower in some ways than the 9-year, so we're just going to do a couple drops. I'm going to keep it at 2 for right now. I might add more. We'll see. See what that does. Believe it or not, it mellowed it out too much. 2 drops of water. I can tell a difference with 2 drops of water. Shouldn't be enough to make a difference, but it is. It just took a little bit of that edge off. Again, it's already a very smooth whiskey, but I took some of it off. I definitely don't want to put this on ice. I'm glad I did it. If it's that delicate, that it smooths it out that much, it reminds me of the 15-year now. because the 15-year doesn't have near the bite that the 12 does. And with 2 stupid drops of water, I've mellowed this out enough that I like it neat better. I'm not putting this on ice. All right. It didn't do anything really to the flavor profile. So let's put 2 more drops of water on it. Let's ruin it. 1, 2. So that's 4 drops now. I can count. If you can't make fun of yourself, all you have is the other people who make fun of you, and then it just starts to hurt. So you got to make fun of yourself. All right. Now, I'm curious as to this changing the flavor profile at all. We know that it's going to change the mouthfeel. What's it going to do to the flavor? Let's find out. Not a thing. It just mellowed it out more. This is so much better neat. It's amazing the effect of 2 and then 4 drops of water. It just took the edge right off of this. Now, if you're somebody who doesn't like it hot, I know we got a viewer that doesn't like it hot. If it's hot, forget it. I think it was Jordan that doesn't like it hot. And if you get the Knob Creek 12, you're going to find it hot. Well, you add a number of drops of water, and you're gonna mellow this out quite a bit. So that's it. I mean, we're not going to put this on ice because no, I'm not going to, no, I like this and I don't want to ruin it. So I'm not going to put it on ice. I'm not going to I can put this cork maybe back on it a little bit so if it topples over, it doesn't spill. But what I am going to do is tell you what's going on next week. I know, it's an uncharacteristically short Bourbcast. We're at 19 minutes and 30 seconds. I got my little clock going on down here now. I got a clock. It's all on my screen. I'd show it to you, but I'm here and it's there. Got a big screen here in front of me. Take a picture of it here when we're done, and I'll post it underneath the video so you can see what it looks like, what my view looks like when we do this. Yeah, kind of cool. Okay, all right. So next week, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I will be honest. I'm excited about this because this is a bottle that I had been looking for a while and I hadn't been able to find. And I found one, and I just happened to be in the area last week. I was down in Kentucky, and by gum, I found me some Blue Note. It's got this thing on it. So, I haven't heard a whole lot about this because it's not available very often, if ever, in the state of Ohio. But I know that it's something that I wanted to try, and I found it. And this is what's coming up next week on the Bourbcast. We're going to do Blue Note. Now there are a couple different ones. Like there's a French cask I think that I saw, which is a little bit more expensive. This is only like $34 where I got it, so it wasn't very expensive, which was nice. but this one is see, right? This one is the small batch. It's unfiltered. It's only 93 proof, but it's called Blue Note Juke Joint. It's all based on jazz, and I cannot wait to delve into the story of this one. They got some stuff written on the back. I'm not going to be spoiling it. I'm going to wait until next week, and I'm going to tell you all about it, but this excites me a lot. I'm very much looking forward to drinking this one. I haven't touched it. I've never tried this one before. This one I've tried before. Shh, don't tell anybody. This one I have not. So this is going to be all new. I don't know who makes it. I don't know if it's sourced. I don't know squat about this bottle, and I can't wait to dive in and tell you all about it next week. All right? All right, so it's a short one, 21 minutes tonight. That's it. You guys have a great one. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. I'm not missing anything. You guys have a great what's left of your Thursday and what's left of your week, and we will see you next Thursday for Blue Note.